The Dismal Future Red Zone is one of the most controversial events in Dokkan's history. Each fight having large difficulty spikes as well as being designed the same way has left a sour taste for most players, especially the final fight having some of the most unfair mechanics we have ever seen. But luckily it is no longer the hardest Red Zone for both versions, and as we get closer to the sync we can forget this event ever existed. But we aren't there yet, and I am not done with this fight as we continue the Dismal Future Red Zone 200% category leader challenge, where we take every 200% leader into this fight with some simple rules. Number 1, we must run a double lead of the featured character. Number 2, the team must contain characters that are on at least a 170% lead of the featured character. Number 3, we only get one retry for the challenge and restart on the stage we lost on. And number 4, it must be a no item run, no items, and no support memories. Can we clear this challenge? Well, with your support, maybe. Remember to like and subscribe. What is up, everyone? So we're doing a little bit of a rerun here. Now, in case you guys didn't know, I don't do reruns very often. I don't think we should do reruns super often. I don't think it's really a great idea, but Kale's team did get some pretty big buffs. That being the Kaba and Hit Easy A's, the STR Hit and Kaba. Very, very good characters. They do very great with KEFLA, definitely the best character on her team, Kale's team. And we also have Vegeta here on the team and Future Gohan, just because two good characters, especially Vegeta, helping this team because it does not really have great slot 1 characters. So being able to have Vegeta on here is actually very, very good. Because in case you don't know, Kale runs Transformation, Boost, and Universe 6. Now, our focus on this video is not... I don't think we have. No. All we have to worry about. What's the word? Intro-wise is Future Gohan. But as I was saying, is this team definitely misses slot 1 characters quite a bit. It's a little bad for slot 1 characters. Not a lot of them on this team, which is definitely very, 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 very unfortunate. The team isn't perfect, just in general. It's like Kaba and what's his name? Hit don't really like save the team or anything. I'd say honestly they're better on different teams than this one, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do, right? It's the life we live. The reason why, and I think KEFLA's better on other teams, and I think if you put her with Kaba just in general, she does really, really well. One problem though that KEFLA, there's a lot of arguments. I mean, this is pretty much we're running this for like KEFLA and a lot of other stuff. She's gonna have to hard carry. But as I was gonna say, one thing that you probably think about when you run KEFLA is the annoying part about her is that she's missing out on orbs. She needs orbs. I mean, she needs 6 orbs to be at her best at pretty much every instance during the fight. A lot of argument between her and Int Gotenks. Int Gotenks is a worse version of KEFLA overall, but the advantage she has is that of course she does that Gotenks has is that he doesn't need 6 orbs to do what he does. He just does what he does, right? Which KEFLA, she needs the orbs, which can be annoying, especially since a lot of the orb changes she has, like Kaba, great character, right? Obviously, but he needs the orbs that he's orb changing. There are not. I mean, even thinking about it right now, there's not a whole lot of characters in general that do orb changing that they themselves also don't need orbs, as in like I can't like modern characters that do orb changing but don't need orbs. I can't really think of any. Most of them, if not all of them, also need orbs, the orb changers. So it can be a little annoying because it's like Kaba's really good. You want him to get orbs. Not only that, he needs as many orbs as possible, otherwise he can honestly, fraud out for you. Whereas, so it just gives you, KEFLA, okay, they change orbs, but they need all of those orbs, right? So, not super great. In my opinion, I think it could be a little annoying. Let's move these here, just create more STR orbs just in general, so there's more floating around for the team. But I think Kaba's really good. He gets multi-turn buffs from his super attack, which can add up to quite a lot. He's got the guard for the first 3 turns. If you're below 50% HP, he also gives a full field of orbs, which is with him just a full heal, and he gets like close to 2 million defense, whatever. Insane attack stats as well. He's a support for one of the best characters in the game right now. Like, yeah, TUR wise, definitely one of the best. With KEFLA, she doesn't look as good because I'm not getting her 6 orbs, or she gets the additional, like, just guaranteed. It's honestly really annoying. I'm just the unluckiest person alive, though. Like, the point that we have not won this challenge yet just kind of proves that I'm insanely unlucky. The amount of characters we have that I go through, and we just get unlucky after unlucky. We got unlucky on additionals. We got unlucky on dodge. We got unlucky on crits. We got unlucky on super attack placements. We got unlucky on AoE placements. We got unlucky on rotations. It all comes together just to mess with me. I mean, the luckiest we've ever been was freaking Balma, like, you know, hidden potential dodging like a super that one time, which was crazy and it was cool. You know, if you remember that, it was crazy and it was cool. But all I can think about is like, man, we still lost that run. You know, I can't remember which one it's on, but that's the worst part about those. Like, okay, we do all that and we still just lose anyways. My life sucks. Frick my Chungus life, bro. Ugh. Also, Vegeta, yeah, he's on the team, not on 200%, so if he doesn't look super impressive to you, just remember, most times you see him, he's going to be on his own lead, and he's going to be 200%, so if he doesn't look super great, that would be why. That said, not a big fan of this character. Not a big fan of Vegeta. I mean, you just saw there he took, you know, over 100k from the from the 18, and then he just took over, you know, 130k from the Super 17. It's like, you know, that's post Super. He had all the defense built up. I just I'm not as impressed with him as a lot of other people are. I don't think he's. I mean, on release, yeah, he's the best TUR, but I think Topo, I think Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and I think Majin Buu are better than him. And I think that they're just straight up a tier ahead of him. Like, doing a TUR list, tier list, right? So those 3 are above him on a tier of their own. And there's another tier, and there's Vegeta, and there's another tier like the rest of the TURs would be. And, you know, high regard, but I don't know. Can we talk about how this sucks and we lost? I would like to say we have 2 STR orb changers. Just want to point that out for everyone. 2 of them. Those are all the STR orbs. Very cool. Very cool. I mean, yeah. I was gonna say we just all type disadvantage like this. All right, you got dodge this KEFLA. I mean, if she dodges, then we're in a lot better spot because I was a little worried. That's what I was really worried about, was the super attack, actually. Like the super attack hitting Cabo or hitting hit, which luckily it didn't. But you know, I mean, Cabo, he doesn't have his what you call it, damage, or not damage, his guard anymore, and I mean, hit had guard, but that's gone as well. So yeah, get some crits. KEFLA, get some crits. Let's see, 4 supers, crits. You know, she's not looking super great because she missed out on like half her stacks before this, and she's not critting for some reason. I have her built full crit. Oh man, like I told you, unlucky. That is, like I said though, that is one problem. I mean, you know, she destroys this phase by herself, which she gets his crits right there. Which she did, unlucky and everything. Still got 4 supers, half of them crit, and just defeat that phase in 1 turn. And I was worried we're gonna lose. So maybe I need to believe in KEFLA more. Maybe I just need to believe in KEFLA more. That's kind of always the rule. All right, let's get over to Cell. We'll be right back. We will be right back. My mouse is lagging. Why? What is happening? Gee, okay. All right, we're back. This is definitely going to be the hardest fight for this team, for sure, because we're running KL, who is type disadvantage. Not only that, this team, like I said, not a lot of slot ones on this team. we do have two really good options, being Kaba and Vegeta, but of course we didn't get Vegeta on this one, so go for it. Hit. I think he will. 300k defense with guard is better than him. I need to grab this because I need the AGL orbs. Yeah. Okay. Very obnoxious. Yeah, of course. Dodge it. Nope. 468k. Wonderful. 100k after that. Cool, cool, cool. Hopefully the rest of the team does not take any damage. Kaba's whatever, all changing, I think won't be able to happen no matter what anyways. And that's the good thing though, is it's got like a pseudo revive with these guys and their orb changing here. We need already supered. Kale is going to need to do as many supers as possible to be able to survive at normals here, just because we're at such a low health. I wouldn't be worried about it if we were at higher health, but post super damage is going to be a lot. So let's see how many she could do here. Because just build a damage reduction with each super, I believe. I believe it's super, so she doesn't need to do a lot here. So you got one super. All right, second super. I think she gets some guaranteed. Or no, I don't think she gets any guaranteed. I can't remember. But I think we need at least 3 or 4. 4 would be best. All right, 3. That's third super. She's also not doing... Like I said, this is the hardest one. Kale actually doesn't do a lot of damage. I ran their team against Babidi. Like the Babidi's been in the new one. Not 4. Ooh. See, I told... she just needed 1 more and it would have been fine. See, I told you. Oh, wow, that sucks. That sucks so much. Told you she just needed 1 more. 1 more and she was fine. That sucks to see. Okay, all right. We'll just jump right back in. I'll probably show another team here. You guys are getting spoiled. Oh, don't get to see. It's like, dude, why do you hate me? Do I not have any more? Because I will be so mad. I don't know why I'm doing this. 6. There you go. No, I have no more. Just 2. Okay. Cool. All right, I guess I gotta wait for a reset. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll be back. It'll be a second for you. It's forever for me. It pisses me off, dude. We're gonna have a little rant because it doesn't look like this is gonna be a very long video. Just gonna do a quick rant here, quick. How is this a problem in Dokkan? We're about to, about to have the 9th anniversary on Global, 10th anniversary, less than a year away. How is the friend lead system still a problem? Like, how is it still a problem? What happened to dev friends? Do those exist anymore? Like the dev friends where it's like, oh, stage clearing gets you whatever. Like, do those? I haven't seen one since they introduced them. Like back in, what was it, 2022? That's when it was. Like, I haven't seen one in forever. Do those even exist anymore? Do they? Because I've never seen one. And only having up to 100 friends, whatever, I guess. But, if you're so dependent on friends to set, to have certain leads, but then, I don't know, it just pisses me off, dude. And like, the guest system sucks so much. Like, okay, I only had 2 friends who had a Kale, but you're telling me there are 0 other people in the world that have a Kale set for me to be able to use here for this? There's 0, there's none, there's no more. Yeah, whatever, dude. Why? Just let us mirror the lead, or just give us a 55%. I'll take a 55% friend. Link level 10 though, please. At least level 10. But I'll take a 55% dev lead friend every single time, so at least I could play with the characters I want to play with. So silly. All right. Yeah, I guess I'll be right back. All right, guys. We're back. It wasn't that long for me because pretty much all I did was just have dinner, so not such a big deal. Do that 90%. That's fine. We wanna hire one just in case. All right, who do we have here? Kaba, KEFLA coming 7th. Vegeta. All right, should be fine. Should be fine. Ooh, all attacks after. Good. All right, we'll grab that there. That is 10 orbs for him. A lot of SDR ones as well. I'll grab the... Is that 5? She's going to need 6. Isn't that cool? There we go. Perfect. Okay. Should be fine. I think no matter where the super attack is, we are fine. Well, that's not true. The super attack needs to not hit Kale, but super attack on either Kaba or Gohan is fine. Also, the double super from Kaba. Very, very nice. We should take pretty much no damage this turn. Super attack against Gohan. That's perfect. It would be really, really funny if for the very first time ever, Cell was just like, actually, don't want to super right away. I want to super the last slot. Because if he does that, I will kill him. I will just end the video. No outro, just the video's done. If he supers in the last slot. I'm just putting that out there right now. So if he supers that last slot, the video is just over. Like I'm just okay, good. I was getting ready. I was getting ready to just be like, all right, end the video. Gohan post super, obviously just fantastic. Pre super though, it's just really iffy. Unfortunately so. Like it might as well have 0 damage reduction with the damage he takes, dude. All right, for us to take comfortable damage, we're gonna need at least 3, and then we double digit with 4. But this is 2, 3, perfect. And then all right, we're fine. We're taking like very little damage, and then we do have Vegeta on the next one as well, who can be a slot 1, obviously. It will be our slot 1. 3 and then a normal. It's a shame, but still comfortable damage for sure. All right, we got Vegeta for slot 1. He could take those and give a couple more orbs for hit as well to get perfect 7 for him there. No links for my boy there, which is a shame for him, but I don't want to get rid of any rainbow orbs. We'll do that. We'll see what happens here. All right, don't super right away. I want him to start building up his defense just a little bit. Yeah, get all those in at least, and then he supers for. That's good. Vegeta, a little bit more damage than I'd like, considering we're at like full health, and also very little damage. I do not like this guy. Have I talked about that? I don't think I've talked about that in a video yet, because I haven't been able to do too many videos with him. I don't really like him. That was a lot of damage that he took there. Post super, got hit before, more than once before, you know? It's just, I feel like he just takes, this is supposed to be a slot 1 character. He takes just too much damage. He just takes way too much damage all the time. I do not like him. I don't think he's that great. I do think he's, you know, 4th best TUR right now in the game. right under, you know, the new Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Topo, and of course Majin Buu, Fat Buu. Like I think I understand. I don't think he's bad. It's just really annoying. I just don't think he's as good as people really glaze him out to be. If I'm gonna be honest. Ooh, we got that full heal. Here's the thing though. Do we just give all that to Kaba right there? I feel like it's better to put her in front of the least amount of attacks though, because she's gonna have to dodge. I mean, we get how much defense does she have? 279. I mean, he's gonna get insane though with all those orbs. We're just gonna give it to him. But although now we kind of have to hope that there's 6 for her, which there aren't. I'm gonna float her off here. If we got this, we might drop some more orbs, or we might drop less orbs. Interesting. I think she gets the dodge on 4 though, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, she actually gets on 2, but we'll give her the 4. Yeah, that sucks. It's just one of those things with like I said with Kaba. It's just one of those things where it's like with KEFLA, where the orb changers that are good with her and for her team, they need orbs themselves. That's really just the problem she has. Is she needs, you know, she's hungry for 6 orbs. 6 orbs isn't a little bit, you know. And you might be like, don't you glaze, you know, God Goku? Yeah, I do, but God Goku changes his own orbs for himself. You know, he changes his own orbs. I don't gotta complain with that. KEFLA doesn't. KEFLA depends on orb changers that she doesn't have, which is the problem. Because they need to eat all those orbs. It'd be different if like Kaba and Hit were better orb changers. Like they just changed like one random thing into STR. Like we want to talk about like a crazy orb changer. Trunks and Giru are like insane orb changers. They come out to their rotation and they just turn literally every orb into int. It's really funny. I do enjoy their orb changing quite a bit. We'll transform because I want to see this. We haven't seen it yet, and hey, can't guarantee that we're gonna see it later. So, all right, yeah, let's do that. Here we go, just to make sure I have everything ready. I had the skip on. Okay, okay. We won't skip this. I think I literally just looked at that too and was like, oh yeah, that looks good. All right, so make sure you got all that. All right, cool. Boop. Bro, Vegeta just banged that guy. Alright, do the switchy here. Grab that. I guess we'll put hit second because there's so many SDR orbs there for him, just in case, you know. We'll do that. Alright, cool. That should be stage 2 clear. I don't think there's anything that could kill us here. Like, he's supers, doesn't really matter. Alright, Vegeta. Look at you. Wowie zowie. Yeah, nice damage, dude. This guy, I do find that he deals very little damage. I mean, he doesn't need to deal damage, but like, I feel like he just doesn't deal a lot of damage. Like, I see significantly higher attack stats from him. I hate to compare them because they're a year apart, but God Goku. I hate to compare them because they're a year apart, and Vegeta is better than God Goku. He is what I'm trying to convince myself. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, we are continuing the Kale rerun. As I mentioned earlier, I have a lot of problems with being able to finish this one video-wise, just with how unlucky we are with having leads. It's just so annoying. But we have an astounding opening rotation here. The question is, how do we make sure that this... Not a lot we could do about the next rotation, however. But this first rotation, definitely good. Vegeta will be able to stack, but he won't get anything. Kappa's totally fine post-super and everything like that. You had, what, 7 STR orbs? It's pretty good. So, this team's really... dude, I have this guy built full additional. I hate building characters full additional if they don't have any other additional built in. It just always feels so bad to do. Because just getting those additional normals just sucks so much. I hate it immensely. But it's not really the worst thing in the world, believe it or not. Probably being a little too much of a baby. But as I'm recording this, we got a little bit of announcements here. So it's announcements you would have gotten last night. We were able to finally see the Tech Super Boo. Or not Tech Super Boo. I mean, he turns the Tech Exchange Boo Easy A, and look at him, and he looks really good. And very quick surprise, Tech Ultimate Gohan Easy A that they just showed off all of a sudden. They're just like, hey, take a look at this. Yeah, I took a look. He looks pretty good. I'm a huge fan of Tech Ultimate Gohan. Just by the way, in case you didn't know. That last one should be fine. Hopefully the super attack isn't before this hit attacks, because he's actually double digit tanking right now. He did get a lot of orbs, to be fair, but yeah, always a little worried. The Kales should be fine, especially this middle one, especially if he gets a bunch of super attacks in. The last one should probably be fine no matter what anyways. So well, anyway, what was I saying? The Easy A's are really good. So as far as how to build the characters, if you're wondering about that, I don't know if a lot of people ever really come to me for builds for the characters. I don't know. Maybe you guys sort of want to know what I think, at least. So you could at least say that I'm wrong. I'm sure people would love to just say that I'm wrong. But I'm thinking for Tech Boo, I think it's full dodge, honestly. He is primarily a defensive character. You get some pretty decent attacks in his final form, but I still just think it's a full dodge build. I think it's just better for him. You know, it just works more for that survivability. allowing him to slot 1 tank better. The other way you could build him, honestly, and this is probably one way more people probably would or are thinking to at least, which is to go full additional to try to really capitalize on that extra stuff that he gets, because he does like greatly raise attack for like 3 turns and like defense and all this stuff. Like he does do some pretty crazy stuff, and I definitely understand wanting to do that because you could get some pretty insane attack stats with him and everything like that. So totally understandable, but I just worry more about his survivability as a slot 1 tank because you know, Int Majin Buu, the fat Buu, like, yeah, he's slot 1 tank. Generally, maybe, you know, harder content. He just can't slot 1 tank right away, and if we need a instant slot 1 tank, I'd like to just be able to use the Tech Buu, and I think he'd just be better as that with full dodge. But you're definitely not wrong if you decide to give him full additional, for sure. Definitely not wrong to do that because he is very, very good. He will deal a lot of damage for you, for sure, for sure. So we are just totally wiping out Goku Black, by the way. So this is what happens when you get KEFLA and Kaba just like right away, is that you just deal tons of damage. And people really are just always kind of really discounting this. Well, the animation will play when we watch it or listen to it. But people really, people are calling Kale really bad, and I just don't really see it, I'm gonna be honest. Because I don't think she needs to transform, first of all, because she builds up plenty of damage reduction, does tons of damage, just so many super attacks. Is also building like attack, you know, for that and everything, and she just hits really hard. You know, I mean, she hits really hard, and I think she's fine at base. I don't think I need to worry about transforming her. And the only problem we have in this fight, well, I shouldn't say in this fight. This thing specifically, we do have more problems than just tech cell, which is what I'm gonna say, which is, and yeah, I'll admit it, she's not good against AoEs, but there aren't a lot of characters that are, to be fair. Like there's, or I mean, like, you know, the one character a lot of people might mention as far as being, you know, really good. Oh, this character's really good. You know, it's Android 21, and I'd say, yeah, she's definitely better than Kale, but she also can't take AoEs or anything. Like, she's not a character that can take any AoEs. She gets destroyed by AoEs. You literally cannot run her against, you know, Fusion Zamasu. Kale, yeah, I can't really run her against Fusion Zamasu either, I'm going to be honest. Like, she's good post-super. That's the problem with all these, you know, all these characters, that they're good like post super, and they're just they're not. This game, the AoEs, the instant AoEs are just too rude. This is going to be some damage for sure, but death, I don't think so. 440k, that is a lot of damage though. But we got a full Kaba. Kaba's going to give us the full field of STR orbs though, so I'm not worried about it even a little bit. Not even a little worried about it. We're going to get like a full heal. I grabbed my phone like I was like, oh yeah, it's our turn next. No, Kale's gonna do like a million attacks here. Don't worry. Might just kill, honestly. Might honestly just kill. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't see anything. She does a lot of damage, you know? I can't, you know, what am I supposed to say? She's not, you know, people act like she is a completely worthless character. I don't think so. Remember, each of she's, well, the first 3, at least she's building up damage reduction, greatly raising attack and all that stuff, you know. That is stage 3 complete. Let's go on to stage 4, Zamasu. We'll be right back. All right, here we are. Let's continue here. I think to remind you guys that the very first time I did Kale, she did, what did she do? Yeah, that's right. We lost against Tech Cell, which is pretty typical, I guess, for most of these challenges here. We are actually going to float off KEFLA, because she does, ooh, it's a lot of orbs to her, because I just want to get her to Kaba as fast as possible, and the other way we do that is by floating Kaba off, and then just, I don't want to do that. So we'll just keep Kaba on that one, because it's, I'm like looking at it like, okay, we got Vegeta, we got slot 1, you know, our character to hold on slot 1 right there. Boom, perfect, okay. Next one, okay, we got like Cabin hitting the same one, which sucks because they only have their guard for 3 turns. And you know, in the right situation, obviously hit can be a slot 1 when you need him to be. I shouldn't say slot 1, but you gotta understand, Kale's team, there are just like no slot 1s other than like Vegeta and like Cab after super attacks at least once or maybe even twice, you know. So it's a little tricky. It's definitely a little tricky do stuff like this. Who is our slot 7? Is it Gohan again? Which sucks. It sucks that we're getting Gohan slot 7 every single time because obviously his domain is on his first appearance. All of those, they made all of those worldwide download celebration characters all be. This is going to be a lot of damage if we don't just die. People call Kale bad. Like, I want to express that. People call Kale a worthless unit. That Zamasu has one of the hardest hitting super attacks in the game on global, at least. Zamasu hits really hard. She just, yeah, whatever, dude. Whatever. People just don't know what they're talking about. Look at you here. I still don't have a link level, whatever. I mean, he's gonna be our slot 1 character, right? So we don't want to do that. And then we'll move these around to maybe hopefully get a couple more STR orbs. 3, but he's gonna stack, and yeah, we're fine. We'll be fine. What was I gonna say? Yeah, people call K bad. The thing that actually, okay, it's this. What I was gonna say, the thing that actually makes this Zamasu incredibly scary is that he has 0 cooldown on his super. Maybe you don't know if you do or do not know about like bosses and how you can actually predict what they're going to do. Is that generally, you know, they have X amount of attacks that they do per turn, no matter what, right? And then, you know, they have a super attack that could, you know, it shows, okay, they can do it once per turn or twice per turn, right? They also have the percent chance to super, and that means for, you know, each, you know, it'll go, I'm pretty sure it goes literally just attack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know. Attack 1, is it going to be it? It does like the 30% roll? No. Attack 2, 30% roll? Yes, sure, great, perfect. However, the cooldown one, so let's say they have 6, that means that they can't even super no matter what until after 6 of their like attacks have gone through, like they have go bing, 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 and then they get like the chance to super again right there. So that's kind of how they do it. Fun fact for you, and you know, they're really good. So yeah, shit. You know, what's the point is, you know, you could kind of like predict like, okay, they're not gonna, they have their, you know, X percent, their X cooldown, so they aren't gonna get that until whenever. Yeah, we probably want to just transform, huh? Yeah, we'll just transform. So this is a little tough. Obviously, we're running Kale, and obviously Kale is, you said it, AGL type, and this Zamasu and Goku Black final boss is, you guessed it, Tech. So this is where the problem comes in of like, okay, we're fighting against a Tech boss. We're gonna keep them linked up because what was I gonna say? Least amount of attacks to get hit by, right? So I guess I have to get this. That is very obnoxious that I have to get this. So many rainbow orbs and everything gone. That sucks. Okay, let's hope he's not supering before. Okay, perfect. Yet what makes this one really annoying is, number one, he could super twice per turn, I believe. Yes, he definitely can. Super twice. He also raises his attack on super, which you can do 2 times again, remember. And I believe it like flip-flops. Like, I don't think it's random chance. I think it like switches between the two of either stunning and super attack ceiling. So he can do either one of those. I think, like I said, I think it's in order. Like, I think he does one and then the other. So let's see here. So you got sealed. So then, you know, whatever the next super attack is, it'll be a stun. His super attack was a lot later in the turn. Like, that was the, he's got an attack break as well, remember? So it was definitely later in the turn, which means, I don't remember what this cooldown is, but more than likely we shouldn't expect to see another super this turn. Either way, definitely not a super against Kale. but and then a super against Gohan is nothing. She's obviously not doing a lot of 244k. That's what the type disadvantage does for you. You might be like, oh man, things are looking bad for us. Okay, well no, because he just got 80% damage reduction. He's building up his defense on supers. And we're under 50% HP, which means that Kaba will change the entire field to STR orbs, in which case he could just get that. He still has his guard. That will be a full heal for him. That'll be a full heal, and then we also got KEFLA on that turn as well. So we're looking fine. We got like a full heal coming. Plus now he's like a perfect. Oh, we have to put, yeah, literally a full heal. We're gonna have to do this. What makes this fall the best? There's 3 there. Make that. I'll just make that fall. If we do that, let's make that fall. I really want to. I mean, either way, she's not getting the orbs she needs. I guess I'll drop this down. It doesn't matter. All I know is that one doesn't screw her over. So she gets her dodge with, I believe, just 2 on this one. Yeah, with 2 on Marquis Spheres. So, as I wish we could get the 4 because she does get extra defense on that one. But I mean, as long as she has the dodge, we're fine. Back there. So, okay. If he does get hit with a super before attacking, he will take damage, decent amount, I'm sure. Because I mean, these guys hit really hard, and I mean, even with the guard. Double digits. Forget I said anything. Forget I said anything. He's fine. I should have checked his defense. I mean, his defense is well over 1 million, for sure. Like, there's no doubt about that. His defense is well over 1 million. I'm not sure what it is exactly. Dude, I have the other Kale on the other rotation too. And then I got to float off KEFLA. That really sucks. So she just does all of the damage. But I wasn't sure how much we were going to take on the super attack, and I didn't want to, you know. The way to live is to have your squishier units be behind the least amount of attacks, right? And Kale is our squishiest unit in this fight. No additional super. Ouch. Ouch. We do this though. We can transform. There is another Universe 6 ally, so she does get guard, which is probably just better than the damage reduction for this because she is type disadvantage. Yeah, so she does get the extra defense and guards. So we will transform her. She could just there's no other condition, just she can transform, right? Okay, all right. We will do Vegeta's attack first. Oh, my Elgato broke. 1 second. All right, we are going to talk over Vegeta's because I need to ask a question. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, if any of you guys have an HD60 S Plus Elgato, why does sometimes it just decides to die and just have the red lights? I mean, I just have to like unplug it, plug it back in, and it makes it work. But why? Why does it do that? I guess is the question. Why? All right. We will watch this one because we have not watched it yet, and it's the character, our main character. So here we go. Cool. All right. Just lesbians, am I right? Okay. What are the chances he supers right away? I might. No, we'll put him there. Yeah, I think that's what we do. I think he's got to be in front of these first. Ooh, that's the wrong move. He loses out on too many orbs doing that. I'm going to reset this. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I'm actually going to do it this way. Because Vegeta will attack break one of the attacks for Kale, which means that's just less attacks coming at her. And also that way we could hopefully actually set up orbs better for hit. Let's take this. Let's see how things fall here. Then if we do this, we get those. It's still only 5. I don't think we can get any more for him than that, so I guess I'll just have to deal with it. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, I figured there wouldn't be a super attack, but all right. He just got this guaranteed crits on this, so that's good. Kale as well should, you know, I think on her 3rd super gets guaranteed crits, or is it 90% crit chance on her 3rd super? So she should hopefully get some damage in. He's getting good damage in as well. I really just had to bet on the super attack, because if it was the first attack, the only one that could have taken it was Vegeta. Is pretty much how it is, unfortunately. All right, you really got to get some additional supers here. That's a normal. You got to get an additional super. That's a normal. You have to get an additional super. There we go. I mean, that's just one, though. Maybe I messed up. Maybe I should have put Kale slot 1 and just taken the bet. Oh, dude, if she had gotten another... Wow, that ended up screwing us over, actually. We lived. Oh, my gosh. There we go. Oh, can he kill? He's not going to do enough damage to see. Ooh, barely. Oh. Damn it. That was so close, dude. Wow. That was... I knew he wasn't going to do enough damage. You got a crit and everything, too. Wow. Wow. Oh, man. Well, I knew... Oh, dude. If I had put... I mean, here's the thought process, right? There's one attack, you know, before anyone attacks. I should have just put Kale there, but I didn't. That could have just been a super, and we would have just lost right there if I put anyone other than Vegeta right there. It's just how it was. They got very close. That's such a shame that we lost. You see how much health he had? I should almost just count that as a win and go to the next one, because we're just going to lose anyways against Zamasu. Oh, man. All right, I think it's fair to let them go out with their head held high. Fight against the best of the best. We're just going to lose right away anyways, but, you know, might as well just have some fun with it right before we end this. This is probably the last video we'll ever, like, really use Kale in, so I think it's kind of nice just letting it end like this, right? You know, if it has to end, we might as well have some fun with the ending, right? All right, 7 there, 8 there, so I guess we'll give him the 8. Not STR orbs, but I mean, yeah, a lot of orbs is a lot of orbs for a character like that anyways. She's gonna take like 300, 400k, I mean. I'm gonna say like 300k, 400k actually. All right, I mean, like I said, we lose no matter what anyways. As far as pseudo revives go, you know, these attribute EZAs do get, you know, full HP. You get under 50%, they do the full change, and you know you get full HP. This is a shame we had them on separate things there, because if we did survive that turn, we would get basically a pseudo revive and be able to do that, which is why I think the attribute EZAs are actually some of the best characters for this fight against Fusion Zamasu, because they have that pseudo revive that doesn't take a revive. If you start the rotation with them under, you know, you're under 50% HP, they change the entire field of orbs. You get all those orbs, that is just a full heal. So very unfortunate. We really should have beaten stage 4, but technically we didn't, and I feel like they only deserved to die against Zamasu and get that honor that's only that very little end up getting to have. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.